Welcome back. In the first part, we already explored 7 powerful lessons of Stoicism that will help you find calm and focus. But that's not all. Today, we'll continue with new principles that will give you even more keys to managing your emotions and inner state. Let's dive deeper into Stoic teachings and go through the remaining lessons that can lead to real transformation. Develop wisdom through self-awareness. Self-awareness is a key element of Stoicism. The Stoics understood that in order to control our reactions and emotions, we must first know ourselves. Constant reflection, observing our thoughts and actions, is an important practice that helps us grow and develop. As Socrates said, "Know thyself." Although Socrates was not a Stoic, his words align with the core principles of Stoicism. When we begin to understand why we react to things in certain ways, we can change our responses, freeing ourselves from unconscious patterns and habits. For instance, if a person notices that they often get irritated by criticism from colleagues, they can analyze what triggers this reaction. It may be connected to their lack of self-confidence or childhood experiences. By reflecting on the underlying emotions, they can begin to work on themselves and possibly develop a calmer response to such situations. Live according to the natural order. Stoicism teaches us to live in harmony with nature. This means understanding the laws of the world, accepting the inevitable, and following the natural course of life. We don't need to resist what happens, but should accept every event as part of a larger picture. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Life is a river we flow into, not a thing to be captured and controlled." This statement emphasizes that our task is not to try to manipulate events, but to interact with them harmoniously. When we face difficult situations, illness, losing a job, or other unpleasant events, our natural reaction might be resistance. But if we accept these events as natural parts of life, we can learn to work with them and use them for personal growth. For example, losing a job may become a catalyst for a new professional path or a search for deeper meaning in life. Don't seek external approval. One of the key aspects of Stoicism is freeing ourselves from the need for external approval. The Stoics believe that we should seek inner harmony, not external recognition. When we stop depending on others' opinions, we gain true freedom. Seneca wrote, "The best way to please yourself is not to try to please others." These words remind us that we don't need to rely on others' opinions to be happy and satisfied with ourselves. Often we feel societal pressure to meet expectations, look a certain way, or do things to earn approval. Stoics teach us not to focus on these external standards. For example, on social media, people often spend time trying to get likes or comments. A Stoic, however, would not seek external approval but focus on their own values and actions. Let go of the past. Stoics taught that the past should not have a hold over our lives because it no longer exists. The only thing we can control is the present moment. Living in the past means condemning ourselves for mistakes or wasting time on regrets that will never bring any benefit. As Epictetus said, "Don't let yourself waste life regretting what's already past." This idea encourages us to look forward to the future rather than getting stuck in the past. The past is full of events, decisions, and situations that we can't change. Holding on to regret or guilt only drains our energy, leaving us emotionally stuck. This doesn't mean we shouldn't reflect or learn from our experiences, but we must avoid letting past actions or circumstances define our present or future. Regret doesn't improve the past or make us better people. The key is to focus on the present moment and embrace each new opportunity without the burden of what's already gone. Imagine a person who's gone through a difficult breakup or failed business venture. They may find themselves endlessly ruminating over what went wrong, wishing they could go back and change things. This fixation on past events can become a barrier to moving forward. Stoicism teaches us to acknowledge and learn from the past, but to not dwell on it. By focusing on the present, we unlock the potential for real growth and positive change. Letting go of past mistakes allows us to fully embrace the opportunities of today. Maintain inner peace. In a world full of stress and external distractions, it's vital to preserve inner peace. Stoics emphasize that no external circumstance has the power to disturb our inner calm if we are in control of our thoughts and reactions. As Marcus Aurelius taught, our thoughts about things are what make them good or bad. We have the power to control how we react to circumstances and how we perceive them. Inner peace and harmony are not the result of external events, but of how we respond to them. Life is filled with challenges, from work issues to personal struggles, but the Stoic way is to respond calmly and rationally, not react impulsively. It's not about pretending that everything is fine or avoiding difficult situations, but about maintaining a clear, steady mind, regardless of the chaos around us. When a person faces setbacks, whether it's a tough day at work or a disagreement with a loved one, their instinct may be to panic, get angry, or succumb to anxiety. However, Stoics teach us to stay composed and thoughtful. For instance, when receiving bad news, the Stoic would recommend taking a moment to reflect, processing the information calmly, and then determining the best course of action, rather than reacting emotionally. Maintaining your inner peace requires practice, but it allows you to handle life's challenges with greater clarity and stability. Leave room for self-criticism. Self-criticism is an essential part of Stoicism. Instead of justifying our mistakes or blaming circumstances, Stoics encourage us to acknowledge our errors and take steps to correct them. This not only allows for self-improvement, but also frees us from the weight of guilt and shame. As Seneca said, "Do not let pride blind you to your own faults." This principle reminds us that it's important to recognize our mistakes, accept them, and work on bettering ourselves. True growth comes when we stop making excuses and start taking responsibility for our actions. Self-reflection isn't about harsh judgment or self-punishment, but about honest assessment and the willingness to improve. It's about using mistakes as opportunities for learning, rather than as reasons for self-condemnation. When we can look at ourselves objectively, we can see what needs to be changed, what habits need to be altered, and how we can develop as individuals. For instance, if someone notices that they undervalued a colleague's contribution at work or said something rude, instead of getting defensive or ignoring the issue, a Stoic would analyze the situation. They would take responsibility for their actions and apologize where necessary. By acknowledging their mistake, they can rebuild trust and improve their relationships. This practice of self-examination helps us grow emotionally and morally, and it makes us more aware of our actions in the future. It's not the circumstances, but our choices that give us power. Stoics argue that the most important thing in life is not what happens to us, but how we respond to it. Every choice we make shapes our life. Even in the most difficult circumstances, we have the power to decide how to react. As Epictetus said, "It is not the events that happen to you, but your response to them that matters." In every situation, whether big or small, we face a choice. The ability to choose our response gives us a sense of control and inner strength. The Stoics understood that while we can't control everything that happens, we can always choose how we react. This is where our true power lies, not in circumstances, but in how we interpret and respond to them. Imagine you find yourself stuck in a traffic jam on the way to an important meeting. Instead of getting frustrated or upset, you could use that time to relax, listen to a podcast, or reflect on something positive. By choosing to view the situation as an opportunity to calm your mind, rather than a source of stress, you transform the experience. Similarly, in bigger life events, such as a job loss or relationship difficulties, you have the power to decide whether to give in to despair or to rise up and take control of your future. Our choices determine our emotional state, so it's crucial to respond with resilience and wisdom in every situation. And so, we've come to the end of another important part of studying Stoicism. And now you have another 7 lessons that can serve as the foundation for your personal growth and inner balance. These principles are not just theoretical ideas that sound nice, but practical tools for daily life that allow us to become the best versions of ourselves, learn to deal with difficulties, and maintain calm in any situation. As you can see, Stoicism is not just a philosophy that teaches us high reasoning and wisdom, but specific steps we can take to control our thoughts, emotions, and reactions to the world around us. This teaching can help us not only find inner peace, but also improve the quality of our lives as a whole. Stoicism teaches us to accept the inevitable, work on ourselves, and seek inner happiness instead of waiting for the world to change for us. These lessons give us freedom from fear of external circumstances and help us find harmony in various aspects of life, whether it's work, personal relationships, or self-development. So, which of these lessons have you already started applying in your life? Which Stoic principles resonate most with you? Share your thoughts and insights in the comments. It will be interesting to discuss what changes you've noticed in yourself after following these lessons. Thank you for your attention and for spending this time with me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss new videos where we will continue to explore philosophical principles that help us live consciously, boldly, and wisely. Stay with us, keep an eye out for updates, and see you soon. May your journey be filled with inner peace and harmony.